Hello everybody, for real this time. We're live. My camera's working and everything. Let me get that zoom right though. Ah! Break everything, why don't I? How's everybody doing today? Let me tell you, I am very excited to watch this PlayStation Showcase, they're calling it. They're not even calling it State of Play. I don't know if that's just because it's bigger, if they've abandoned the whole State of Play name. Because it's kind of got a bad connotation since they were mostly underwhelming. Every once in a while, a cool announcement. I mean, really, it's just the last 2 to 3 years, Sony has been pretty underwhelming in terms of announcements. They pumped out a lot of really amazing stuff that they announced previously. So, I mean, honestly, I expect to see quite a bit of new IP here. New IP or sequels or whatever, things that we did not know existed before this showcase. I'm trying to find the word. Because they really don't have anything other than Horizon. Kenna's coming soon. It's not really their game. I don't think they're publishing. And maybe they're publishing on PlayStation, but it's on Epic Game Store as well, which Sony never does PC and PlayStation at the same time for their first party stuff. It's not first party. So they have Kenna coming soon, kind of their thing. It's console exclusive for them at least. And then they have literally nothing else for the entire holiday season other than Director's Cut of Death Stranding, which is also this month. And also it's just a Director's Cut. Nobody's really all that hyped for that, I don't think. And then we know nothing about next year either. Why is my mic spiking so hard? Oh, yeah, that's right. I changed the internal, like the gain, basically. So now I gotta change all the levels here. What's up, Crypto? Let me know how audio is, please, and thank you. Mic sounds good? All right, sweet. Turned it down a little bit, but hopefully it's still coming through all right. Oh, right, I was trying to zoom that camera a little bit. How you doing today, Crypto? I'm doing pretty good, Played a bit of Genshin Impact today, which I've been getting way too into lately. And it's weird because I'm not even like in love with it. It's a very much a popcorn fun kind of game. Where like I can sit there and play it for hours and hours and barely notice the time going by, but nothing I did was particularly memorable. It is a great podcast game, that's true. I've been catching up on podcasts, catching up on videos just because I have dual screens, and you barely have to pay attention to what you're even doing. Great. In that way, I guess. Why can I not zoom this camera? Why are you making that impossible? There we go. Enhance! Okay. Yeah, mindless fun is a great way to describe it. I'm very much starting to hit walls now, though, of like, man, my characters are not strong enough, and I can't really get the stuff to make them strong enough. It comes down to mostly adventure rank. I just need my adventure rank to be higher. Which, you know, dailies help with that a lot, so I'm just logging in for a few hours a day right now. But it's fun. It is fun. Any big hopes for today's showcase? Like I was saying earlier, like I want to see new stuff that we don't know exists, which, you know, I suspect that's going to be most of it, because all they really have right now is Kenna, kind of. It's not really their thing, because it's also coming to PC, but I think it is PlayStation console exclusive. And then Death Stranding Director's Cut. Don't think that's, like, huge hype or anything for most people. And then they have Horizon and God of War next year. I think that's all they've talked about for next year, which God of War obviously doesn't even have a release date. We've seen nothing except that title screen, not even title screen. It was just like a flash of the... I don't even think it was like a finalized logo. It was just a flash of God of War stuff. I'm almost certain we'll see that here today. It's still supposed to come out next year now, and we know and have seen nothing. And that'll be fun, you know. But what I really want is stuff that surprises me, stuff that I didn't see coming. New things, new IP, New sequels are fine too. I'd love some kind of new Uncharted thing that's moving away from Nathan Drake. Yeah, God of War, I expect to see more Horizon as well. I don't need to see more Horizon. I mean, I didn't need to see the amount of Horizon we've already seen. Like, they could have just said, there's a Horizon sequel, here's the release date, and I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, like, all year I've been betting on every single Sony State of Play, showcase, whatever they're calling it now, that we're gonna see The Last of Us multiplayer standalone release, and that's gonna be this holiday. And I still want to believe that. They have to have something, right, for October, November, December. There's no way they leave that entire quarter empty with no Sony first-party stuff. And Last of Us multiplayer seems like a good bet. Especially if they do it like they did Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like they're releasing a PS5 version of The Last of Us, and you can upgrade to it, although they have said they're not offering any more upgrades, and I don't think they ever promised The Last of Us upgrades, so they probably would not let us upgrade. I don't know. But like they let you play the multiplayer with that PS5 version, but also you can buy it as a standalone thing for cheaper. But Sony, very much not a consumer-first publisher these days, since the massive success of the PS4. So it would also not surprise me if they just released a new game called The Last of Us Factions 2 or whatever, and it was $70. I don't think that'll do well for them. I would probably play it. I think I'm more into that than even I was the single player, and I like the single player quite a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Like, they're so much better off releasing a $70 version of The Last of Us on PS5 and being like, this version has the multiplayer. I think that'd at least get good sales. That would still rub me wrong, because I already bought The Last of Us Part 2 for $60 last year. Although, actually, I don't know if I own my copy anymore. Probably not. But offering an upgrade path for people who have it on PS4 as well would be nice, like they did with Ghost of Tsushima. And like they're going to for Horizon now that they've got all that pressure. But they said when they were like, basically, fine, internet, we'll give you your free upgrade that we promised you. They said they will not offer free upgrades anymore. But they did say they'd offer like $10 upgrades, right? Or something like that. So hopefully there's some kind of upgrade path there if that's what they're doing. And hopefully they do the Ghost of Tsushima thing and just release Factions as its own standalone thing for $20. Because like I said, I don't have my copy of The Last of Us Part 2 anymore. So that upgrade path thing wouldn't even apply to me. What would apply to me is, hey, Factions is out today and it costs $20 or $30 or whatever, and I can just buy that and play that with my friends. That's what I would like. Not a lot else that I'm really expecting here today. You know, there's everybody wants to see Bloodborne at 60 frames, or like a surprise Bloodborne 2's been in development, because From Software does have multiple projects in development, not just Elden Ring, they've said. That would be amazing. Obviously, I would lose my fucking shit. I don't expect that, though. We might see Elden Ring here today, though, because the only place it's been shown is Keely's thing during Summer Games Fest, I think is what his is called, right? And then we're either, like, if we don't see it here, I guess we probably see it at Game Awards, because they really don't have a lot of time to show more stuff. Never let me get myself excited for you. Yeah, it seems unlikely. Yeah, I never heard any stories from Software about working with Sony beyond, obviously, Demon Souls was a terrible experience for them. Or at least at post-Demon Souls, you know, they basically had to reboot the series as Dark Souls because they couldn't use the license or whatever. But then they worked with them again for Bloodborne. I never heard any stories out of that, but maybe it was a bad experience. Ooh. I feel like probably not, because the last thing Bluepoint did before Demon Souls Remake was Shadow of the Colossus, which was, what, like 2017? 2018? I feel like they take their time with their remakes. But maybe they've been working on multiple projects, I don't know. I accidentally posted an image of acquiring Bluepoint, that's true. It's not a super Sony thing to do to come on stage and just say they acquired a studio without anything to show. But then again, no, they didn't acquire that studio, right? There was a studio at Jeff Keighley's Games Fest that like came on stage and they were a new studio and they said they were partnering with Sony, but I don't know if they belonged to Sony necessarily. They did acquire the Wipeout studio. Yeah, I don't see them like using a space like this to talk about it, but they could. And that'd be fine. I wouldn't be super excited for it or anything. I'm trying to think what else third party we might see. Would Sony dare? Would they be so bold as to show Diablo 2 Resurrected? Is this like Blizzard came and begged them, please put it in the showcase. We can't have our own showcase because people will just poo-poo all over us. I'm trying Deathloop. I'm sure we'll see Deathloop, even though that comes out in what, 6 days? 5 days? The 14th, is it? And that's not one I've kept track of very well because I don't plan to play it this year. Since it'll be free on Game Pass next year, I'll just wait. I've got plenty to play. "30-minute Deathloop showcase." Oh my god, please don't do that. We have seen more of that game than we ever needed to, frankly. And I like Arcane a lot. Deathloop is probably the least excited I've been for one of their games in a long time. Just not super into the structure that they're talking about. Ostensibly a roguelike. Not that I don't like a lot of roguelikes and roguelites. I just don't know that it'll work on that scale. I'm very excited to read reviews for that game and see what people think when they actually get hands-on with the full structure of the game. Because it's still like, even though they've explained it multiple times, it's still a really weird thing for a game of this scale, and I'm not 100% sure how it works. So we'll see. Gameplay capture from PS5. The one thing we won't see here is PSVR 2, of course, they said previously. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just kidding. Mature content, baby! What do you think? Is this just a general PlayStation commercial? Is this Chess 2? They're doing it! It's Chess 2! Mature edition. Do not attempt. Chess Infinite. Gran Turismo! What the hell is this? Kinda feels like, what if that Saints Row trailer was like a cheesy live action thing? The enemies from Pac-Man were on the staircase. Oh yeah, that's probably just a trailer for their whole showcase or something, huh? Or like I said at the beginning, just a general PlayStation 5 show, like, thing. Trailer, I guess. I wouldn't be super surprised to see a shortened version of this on television commercials. Pac-Man announcement would be kind of cool, as long as it's, you know, something like Championship Edition or whatever, and they're not trying to bring back 3D Pac-Man. I don't really understand what they're going for. Like, if this is a general PlayStation thing, are we the pawns? Are we the pieces? Are their games the pieces? And that's big rich man Sony playing with the pieces? Is that guy Microsoft? Oh, they took Microsoft's crown! Aloy! What a fucking weird commercial. I I don't know what the message was there. Hey, we have a lot of money, so we put together this weird thing. Is that the message? I don't get it. Okay. You do you, Sony.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO
as long as they show
Sony
games,
Interactive
yeah. True.
Welcome to the PlayStation Showcase. At PlayStation,
I haven't seen any leaks, by the way. I heard Jason Schreier tweeted out a bunch of spoilers for this thing, because I don't know why he would do that literally hours before it's going to come on, but apparently he did, and I did not see that and don't want to.
Technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive, and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers. We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing games.
Okay, yeah, I just stayed off Twitter today, so I don't know that he actually did. I just heard people saying that he had spoiled things. Lucasfilm. Asper.
Peace is a lie.
I don't listen to anything Jim Ryan said. I assume you said everything's awesome.
That is what the Sith believe. They promise power.
Is this the new Fallen Order? Schreier, not Ryan, yeah.
We face the greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
Oh, this is the KOTOR remake, maybe? Yep. That's awesome. I have not played that game. This is how I would love to play it in a full-on remake. Completely remade. I love that. Very exciting. And hopefully it does well and we get the second one too, because I know people also love that second one. I've tried to go back. They do not play well at all. It's unbearable to play those games for me. I also forgot about it for a second. Hello. What is this, just Bayonetta 3? We stole it from Nintendo, so we could finally announce it. It's not, but... Is there a developer at the front? This looks very platinum-y. Shift up, Second Eve Studio. Of course, I literally just say that because it's anime third-person action. Okay, sci-fi anime girl fighting weird Lovecraft creatures. I mean, I'm into that. Oh, this is beautiful. Post-apocalyptic open worlds. Little robot fight? Is this a near thing? I don't think so, but...
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 교통수단이지. 뭐 다 지난 얘기지만 말이야.
Yeah, this looks very cool. Oh. Looked like there was a bit of a parry system there, which is always cool.
네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다니. 그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어.
And this looks very cool.
우주로 달아나고 나간 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
Yeah, character action game. I always forget that's a genre title. I always just say, oh, it's like Devil May Cry.
아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가.
The enemies do give me Bayonetta vibes. QTEs, we don't need those back, thank you. You don't need to show that. I mean, this just looks like bonkers character action fun, so I'm into it. Jesus. It's gnarly. Project Eve. Okay, this is early. But this is platinum? I mean, if I knew nothing, if I had not seen anything from this trailer other than this, which I guess I haven't. I mean, I just saw that it was shift up or whatever, so that's why I'm saying if I did not see that, I would say yeah, that's totally platinum. I don't know who shift up is. That looked cool though. Oh, yeah. The Borderlands spin-off. What is it? Wonderlands?
Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
I like Borderlands, and I will probably play this. It's not like one of my most anticipated or anything. Are we gonna get a release date? I would assume so. Because they said early next year last we saw it. At Games Fest.
You know, some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked because shut up your face and get shooting!
Yeah, I mean that Tiny Tina's Keep or something, whatever. The DLC for 2, that's all about Tiny Tina's D&D campaign style stuff, is probably the best Borderlands content out there. So like, this has the formula to be really amazing. Yeah, 3 I never even ended up playing with friends. I played with my brother a little bit, and that's about it. And 1 and 2 I also played with one other person. I would love to play one with 4 people, but getting 4 people together to play a 30-plus hour game is not easy.
No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
March 25th. Cool. Oh boy, we already got a really busy February and January, and that's in March, and so is the Marvel strategy game, Midnight Suns. Yeah, I think we can. I know Ryan will almost certainly be happy to play it. He's always about Borderlands stuff. He said he's a little nervous about this one because pre-sequel was
a pretty big deal.
not great. Graphically, this looks amazing.
We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights.
It is.
Clean air. Bright skies.
The Project Eve thing didn't even have like an estimated date or anything, right?
What? The actual... fuck?
Oh, is this the Square Enix thing? If you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name anymore, but it kind of looks like that now that they popped into this world.
Whoa, wait, stop! Whoa.
They gave it an actual name, and I can't remember what it is, which is not a great sign. I know it was weird.
Where on earth is this?
Athia.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
I think it was called Project
Okay,
Athia
so let me
originally.
get this
Yeah,
straight.
Gary Whitta was
I'm
writing on
someone
it.
That's Not what I would call
I do think this is it. Oh, like I'm almost 100% sure now. Yeah. It was Project Athia. I don't remember what the actual name was that they gave it.
Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic.
God, this looks like a very fun world to jump around in.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Shooting stuff with your hand. God, this looks so cool.
Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing
It looks so cool.
by killing her.
Y'all want some particles? Have some particles. I'm so glad we are in an era of like Forspoken. That's it. Release date? Go the release date.
No name for a demon. I am the one you see.
Looks really
The
awesome.
one and only Tanta Sylar.
Spring. Okay, okay. That's fine. I got a lot in January, February, March. I need no more announcements for that window, please, and thank you.
Team Rainbow has been the shield against
Oh yeah, this got delayed to next year.
imaginable.
Extraction.
Hostage situations.
This is really good so far. This is what I want out of a showcase like this. Just trailer, trailer, trailer. Maybe somebody talking for a little bit.
Now,
Let's have some more
we face
trailers.
The greatest terror our world has ever known.
Yeah, that looked fucking awesome. Like, just graphically, it's one of the best looking games I've ever seen, especially for something big open world like that. Alright, but I was about to say, I'm so glad we're in an era of developers are still all making open world games, but they're all making open world games that are like incredibly fun to explore and aren't just, hey, drive a car around and there's 8 million things to do, but the open world itself sucks to go around.
We will think as one.
I feel like those are quite rare these days. Not that inherently, like, grabbing a car and driving around can't be fun. But we were, for a long time, open worlds were, like, all the same. I like that they're all different, and I like weird maneuverability for getting around the world.
Together, we fight for our future.
No, it's the most fun that I'm having with Genshin Impact, is just exploring that world. Yeah, I don't think I would go back and play those. I've only ever played, I think, San Andreas, and even that was only like, I went to a friend's house and got to play it for a little bit. And frankly, didn't super care for it. GTA 5 is the only one I finished. Just because I like the story of Red Dead 2 so much that I went back to it, and the story was pretty good there too, but not Red Dead 2 levels. But I mean, like, yeah, I wonder, so a lot of people love the gameplay of Red Dead 2 as well, and I find that grueling. Here we go, Alan Wake.
Don't go out in the dark.
Did they give Extraction a release date? I didn't see.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran in.
But I think Rockstar in general is just into very grounded gameplay, and if people are super into that, I could see them still wanting to play GTA 3, Vice City, all that.
Wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wick.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare. I was missing a week. What had happened to me?
2022 for Extraction.
I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could save myself.
Are you a big Alan Wake fan, Crypto?
I could save Alice.
I played the first one just a few years ago, and obviously I was very late to the party, but it did not hold up super well, frankly.
Carl.
Gameplay-wise. It was super clunky, I thought. So hopefully this remaster is not just a visual upgrade, but, you know, has some tweaks in there to gameplay as well. I don't think I'll replay it anyways.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
I should play American Nightmare at some point though, because they are very clearly going towards an Alan Wake, like an actual sequel. Alan Wake, I don't know if they would call it 2 or 3 or whatever. But between the Control DLC and remastering this one.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
I like Control a lot too. I wouldn't say I love it, but I like it a lot. My favorite thing in Control is just the like documents, which is bizarre because most games like, oh, documents. I guess I'll read 12 sentences of this maybe if they're lucky, and then never look at another one. But just like the little stories that you get out of those documents are amazing in Control.
I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on it.
Literally make out like bandits. What does that even mean, Trevor? We all know what GTA 5 is. I don't know that we need this. We certainly didn't need the opening of the unveiling of the PlayStation 5 for them to tell us GTA 5 is the first PS5 game we're talking about ever. That was very silly. It's absurd. Especially when finally there seems to be a rumbling about GTA 6. What is this? Oh, is this that, Bethesda game? Yeah. I would guess so. God, I can't remember the name now. Ghostwire Tokyo, yeah. Which I'm very excited about. I love that studio. Tango Gameworks, I think they're called. Yep. Ghostwire Tokyo. Love Evil Within 1 and 2. 1 more than 2, but still. Love them both.
Critical work. People always decry the truth.
Okay, that looked cool. This game open world? I haven't really gotten a good idea of what it is.
I will be her salvation.
Beyond like modern Japanese horror.
The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice of transformation.
Oh, that lady was creepy. Don't like that. But in a good way.
New age will dawn.
So weird. That game is basically being published by Microsoft at this point, but Sony exclusive. It looks super awesome. That's one that I do want to see more of. Just, I guess I don't really need to see more of it. I need like an article breaking it down. I need a Game Informer cover story. Tell me exactly what this game is in terms of structure. I don't think it said, but I would assume so. It's been talked about for quite a while at this point.
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you.
United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh! Ah! Ah! What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Osmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
It was like they were drinking funky juice.
I am nervous about this game, but I want it to be good.
Investigate for you.
Always a catch, Peter Quill, and not fun kind with Bob.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see.
The current probability of defeating the
Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes 2 of us.
Space combat? Or was that a cutscene, you think? Yeah, I guess I would be surprised actually if we didn't see Spider-Man in Avengers. This seems like the place for it.
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy.
And they've still said it's coming this year.
Destroyed.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way. Thanks, bud.
You know, that could be really good, and I want to be excited for it. I'm just a little nervous from what I saw of gameplay. It looked very similar to Avengers gameplay, which I know people didn't love. I didn't love it in the demo that I played. Man, this freaking, what is this, Blood Hunt it's called? They're showing this everywhere, and I don't think anybody's excited about it. Nobody I know is excited about it. Pretty average. That is definitely not what you want to hear about a new Battle Royale. Is it a Battle Royale? There's just a versus multiplayer game. It is? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm not in on that one really, but if you're excited about it out there, more power to you.
Picture your perfect you.
Oh, Deathloop.
Your enlightenment, your passion. Not just freedom, we offer eternity.
Shut up.
Your esteemed visionaries believe the only thing missing from Black Reach is you.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity. And endless
Man, it's already been almost 30 minutes into this thing. That's crazy. It's been a good pace.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable.
I get they need to show this because the game's coming out soon. They want to, you know, they want it to sell. They want to hype it up right before release. But we've just seen so much of this game.
So how come I don't remember shit? This Party Island hangover is not my thing. My thing is answers. Who are these people? What do they want with me?
It's a cool ability, linking a bunch of dudes together and then killing one, and they all die.
Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together. Somebody built this place. Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work? Does anybody remember? Why is everyone wearing a
Yeah, I think they came out and said that finally, pretty recently, that it will be on Game Pass a year after release. Because it's a year exclusivity deal for Sony.
Is that?
You know, Ghostwire Tokyo, I think, would be a harder one for me to hold off on, but that one also, I assume, is probably just a year deal before it comes to Game Pass, and I would probably wait on that as well. The only thing that's difficult about that is I love doing Game of the Year stuff. Even when I didn't have a podcast that I did it on, I love doing Game of the Year stuff. So not playing a game that I'm excited about in a year always sucks. In the year it comes out, I should say. I do have a PS5.
Break this time loop before it breaks me.
Did anybody take Deathloop in our fantasy critic? Somebody must have, right? This is a cool vibe. Yeah, Ryan did. Yeah. Kid Amnesia Expedition. Radiohead and Epic Games. I have no idea what that was. Seemed interesting though. I think the only actual release date we've gotten out of this whole thing is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We've gotten some, like, with seasons, I guess. Realistic ukulele playing. That underwater sequence look cool. Oh, a virtual Radiohead experience. That would be interesting. Not a big music guy outside of like game soundtracks. So I don't know how into that I would be, but I mean technically it would be a video game soundtrack at that point, so. It's not like I'm against not video game soundtracks, I just don't make a lot of time for media outside of games. Hello, hang glider. Hello, open world that looks fun to explore. Curious what this game is beyond like a open world. The animation isn't like amazing or anything. Seems okay. Kind of gives me, what was that game called? Concrete City or whatever that game Sony published last year or the year before. Kind of gives me those vibes, but slightly less good looking. Concrete Genie. That's one I'll be interested to see more of. Didn't immediately do a lot for me though. Coming down to it, we still haven't seen any God of War. That's crazy. Or Horizon, but we don't need to see Horizon. We're all gonna play Horizon, okay?
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Just getting a PS5 update. Oh, is it gonna be like a dual release? With a retail, like, box copy? And PC.
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around.
Was 4 and Lost Legacy already on PC? Were they? 'Cause that's cool.
Oh crap!
I'm happy for people that they get to play those. 4 is a fucking masterpiece. It's so good.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
I like that they don't spend too much time on like the remaster. Like, hey, these games, everybody knows they're good. They're coming.
PlayStation Studios.
They're being remastered.
PlayStation Studios,
there you go.
at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe. Everything we do is driven and inspired by
I saw Kratos. Technically, they showed God of War.
PlayStation 5 gives us the opportunity to push the boundaries of storytelling even further. Our world-class development teams at PlayStation Studios have already delivered such incredible gaming experiences for PS5, and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming for PlayStation Studios, we're going to continue to drive innovation, advance gaming, while always embracing the legacy of PlayStation and creating games that matter, games that you're not going to find anywhere else. Enjoy.
So is this the split where they're going to start showing first-party stuff? That's interesting. I just realized we haven't seen anything first-party yet, have we? That's cool. Insomniac. Marvel. The Spider-Man. New Spider-Man? Are they making something else in the Marvel Universe? Wolverine. Cool. Yeah, that is very cool. It makes me somewhat sad because I want to see more, like, I don't know how many things they have in development and I want more Spider-Man from them, but maybe they have 3 games in development? Possible? But that is very cool. I know Tom will be dying to tell me how not cool it is because he hates Wolverine, but I like Wolverine. He's a fun character. I mean, fun is maybe not the right word, but he's a cool character. It's, of course, GT Sport 7 or whatever. Gran Turismo 7, or not Sport 7, just GT 7. Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, I know he said the one he's been playing on PlayStation 3, an emulator for PlayStation 3, is his favorite one still. So I guess they really dropped the ball last gen. So hopefully this is everything he wants. You know, if they had a Game Pass style thing, I would check it out, because why not? But I definitely will not pay $70 for... frankly, I just won't pay for a racing game, generally speaking. I'm just not super into racing. Maybe if the Forza Horizon games were not on Game Pass, I might buy those on a sale or something, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I liked playing Horizon 4 for what I got out of it for like 10 or so hours, 10 or 12, something like that. Exactly, we're on the same page here. I gotta make sure I tell Ryan about this because he doesn't really watch these conferences lately. Because there's a lot of customization stuff I'm seeing here that, you know, does nothing for me, but maybe it's the stuff that he really wants. I know he's really into, like, how hard they simulate in Gran Turismo. Like, he loves that they make you change your oil in the one he's been playing on PS3. I don't remember which number it is. So this is still going. What I'm really excited for with Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac is if Insomniac just keeps getting these Marvel licenses and builds a game cinematic universe. That would be amazing. Wolverine and Spider-Man is kind of a weird pairing to start with if that is where they're going, but still. I would love that so much.
For as long as I can remember,
Infamous?
I have looked for an equal. One who could push me.
Spider-Man? This is Spider-Man and Avengers.
One who could surprise me.
Or is this a new Spider-Man?
One who could even beat me.
They fake us out with that Marvel's Wolverine?
Yet all I found is disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Venom? Okay, this feels like the next Spider-Man. Yes! I fucking love it. God, I'm so excited for that. 2023. It's a long ways off, but that's fine. That is A-okay, baby. Oh man, they totally got me with the Wolverine thing, being like, oh, that looks kind of cool, I guess, but oh, I want more Spider-Man. And they still gave it to me anyway. Hell yeah. Insomniac, great. Good job, Insomniac. They're the new Capcom. Good job, Insomniac. This is it. We're at 40 minutes. This is probably the last thing. I bet it's God of War. Yep. I gotta simmer down. I'm still fucking hyped off of Spider-Man. God, the music in this game is so good.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anymore. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
Sounds like Sora's voice actor from Kingdom Hearts. It's taking me out of it a little bit, I'll be honest.
I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Ah, yes! I want it.
Got tricks up his sleeve
This looks so good.
dare to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead?
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in. What in all yarns be the happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
This looks so fucking cool. Hell yeah.
Of crisis. Panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Oh my gosh, look at Loki go. I mean Atreus, whatever.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
It is called Ragnarok. Not surprising.
Get your answers soon enough. Well, some of them.
Oh, you teases. You'll get your answers soon enough. They're talking to us. More updates. Or are they just doing like deep dive stuff post stream? That looked fucking awesome. And I'm very excited for that story to continue. Because really my only gripe, but it was a pretty big gripe with that first God of War, is that it felt very much like the first part of a trilogy. It did not feel like it had any finality in its own story.
Unbelievable. Yes, yes, inconceivable. See myself as fairly reasonable, but at times I can be stubborn. So if I have to, I will rock the boat. I don't tend to take the easy road. That's just not the way I like to roll. Shoot things properly, unfeasible.
God, I'm so glad I have a new Spider-Man to look forward to, even if it's 2 years away. I figured I did. I mean, they very much left it open, and we had no idea. I mean, they teased it, like it was gonna come, right? But I'm glad to have seen something from it. Yeah, for sure. It was like, unless Spider-Man Miles Morales somehow did poorly, which of course it did not. I mean, even if it had done poorly, somehow I think they still would have made Spider-Man 2.
I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Still a lot of questions, obviously. Is it co-op? Are you switching back and forth between them? Do you pick which one you want to play?
That was the PlayStation Showcase. We've got more info and updates coming right now, and I'm in fact joined by
and we'll probably not get those answers
PlayStation
until
Studios head
late next
Herman
year.
Hulst. Herman, really strong showing here from PlayStation Studios tonight, including an awesome new look at GT7 and finally a release date.
GT7 is coming in March, and I
don't think we need to. We'll leave it playing in the background, I guess, but we don't need to watch all this. Fake interviews like this drive me crazy. We'll leave it full screen too, even, but yeah, that was a really cool showcase. Of course, God of War Ragnarok, super fucking hype. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, that first game did not feel like it had a lot of finality to its ending was my only problem. So continuing that story, like it obviously was going to, because it was a tease for things to come for sure, I'm very excited about. And I'm sure this will also only be the second of a trilogy anyways, and I might be left with that feeling again, but that's okay. I say I really should go back and fight the Valkyries in God of War 1, but like I did like 2 of those fights and I didn't find them particularly fun, personally. I know a lot of people really, really like those fights. I really like the combat in that game. I think it works really well, but for me it didn't work in those particular fights, personally. But yeah, Ragnarok looks awesome. I'm surprised we didn't see anything from Horizon. I mean, we just got the release date like 3 weeks ago or something, whenever Gamescom was. What was that, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I don't know. It wasn't that long ago that we just got the release date, so I guess it's not that surprising, but still. Forspoken and Project Eve were great surprises, yes. Like Forspoken we already knew about. I wish we had gotten a date. We got spring 2022. And that's true, no 2021 outside of Deathloop, which I keep forgetting that is also a Sony thing. So they're just literally not going to release anything for an entire quarter? That's bizarre. I mean, I guess the quarter actually ends in... Maybe I'm just... When do quarters end for the video game industry, or for business industries in general? I don't know. Doesn't it end in January? Is that the case? But even then, I don't think they have anything in January. Like, either way, if it's October, November, December, they have nothing. If it's November, December, January, they have nothing in a whole quarter of releases, which seems nuts, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just racking my brain for anything that they're releasing. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be their last big showcase of the year. God, I love seeing Atreus using some powers and stuff over there. I love that he's a little more grown up. It was very distracting that he has Sora's voice. That's got to be the same voice actor, right? I don't even know if I can Google it right now, because I think that's the first time we've heard his teenage voice. If they wanted to skip forward several years, I can see why they would change the voice actor. But maybe that kid just grew up and he now sounds very similar to Sora. Oh yeah, Haley Joel Osment, that's right. So it would definitely be a weird choice to use. He just sounded... Did he not sound like Sora to you? Maybe it's just my poisoned brain. Oh man, I mean, looking at pictures of this kid, he's definitely, you know, had quite the Grossberg since we saw him at the Game Awards. Being called boy on stage, so maybe it's just, you know, his voice has changed and now he sounds like Haley Joel Osment. Jeremy Davies, by the way, is the voice. Wait, what does it say here? Jeremy Davies, but it also says Sonny Soljic. Is that the same person? Do they have two names? I don't know. I'm very confused. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, he sounded like Sora. I'm Madman. But yeah, Forsaken, very hype as well. Forspoken, sorry. Well, I gotta go get my package, and that's the end of the stream that I'm gonna cover anyway. So thanks for coming, Crypto, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.